Several factors have affected the conservation and protection of crested cranes in Uganda, Rukiga District in particular, a thing that has still made cranes an endangered bird species in the country. These include the ignorance of people on the importance of conserving and protecting the wetlands, as well as cranes, destroying cranes breeding sites by human activities such as agricultural encroachment and livestock grazing in wetlands, among others.
What conditions?
An assessment aiming at conserving wetlands and cranes was yesterday made during the first ever census of cranes in Rukiga District by the International Crane Foundation together with state community groups, where by the end of the day, a total of 480 cranes were tallied, though some were not captured, according to Phionah Orishaba, the Western Uganda International Crane Foundation field officer.
We have been in the field, we formed teams and we made a map. We distributed ourselves so that we go through those maps, through those routes, where to count, and then we have gathered here to make a report. After adding up what we have collected, what we have counted, it sums up to 480, and which really is not the exact one, because we have found out that after counting, between the time that we had set, we have missed some of the cranes. So basically, we know that we have more than 500 in Rukiga District.
Orishaba adds that from the assessment tour, they have concluded that cranes are not safe because of the increasing human activities that affect crane breeding areas.
These cranes, we have found that they have a lot of threats. We have seen that there is a lot of eucalyptus plantations in the wetlands, which contribute to the drying of the wetlands. And then, of course, agriculture encroachment is a high threat to the cranes. We have found out that there is too much livestock grazing in the wetlands, which really, these livestock disturb the eggs of cranes in the wetlands. We have also found out in the town council where people have the washing bays, where all that water with a lot of pollution that end up in the wetland. So really our cranes, they are not safe, though we are trying hard as the ICF and EWT partnership to do much of awareness.
The East African Research and Monitoring Specialist with ICF, Dr. Maurice Ogoma, says that the main purpose of the census and assessments made is to spot areas that need intervention for the conservation of wetlands and cranes, such as doing local sensitization.
After this census is that we want to collect adequate information to inform us about the numbers so that we get baseline in order to come up with some solutions or interventions. So one of the key interventions that we want to put across is we want to do sensitization locally, okay? So these people have to be sensitized, the local farmers have to be sensitized, the local cattle keepers have to be sensitized, and even these people are involved in other activities like brick making. We have to sensitize them so that they can know the importance of the cranes. We also want to tell them that cranes are not a danger to them, but it is because of the activities that have really eaten into the habitats of the cranes. So the cranes have to come out because they are being disturbed in their natural habitats by these activities.
Local leaders and community members commend the International Crane Foundation for protecting wetlands for the well-being of cranes amidst some challenges.
Abantu bakamanya uko barabikozese uko barabirebere kitumire ntuhe kurugirira mu kucondoza kwa nyenka chairman we gomboro kitumire ntuhe zatandika kuzalira kimwe zatandika kukanya munonga ngere kitushemize nitwe kenyo nyiyitu yihanga kugira ngo hatiya eyongirwe mechitini sachayo ahera tura okulebererwa kurungi hazanitwe nk'abantu kwagira kitwaganye bwamo abwo ko abatwegeseze iryo kubasa kutuyamba.
The wetland was almost going out. But when this ICF came in, at least with their sensitization and their good programs, I can see and I can tell that there is great improvement in wetland conservation, crane conservation, and especially the community have started picking why we should have wetland.
The Wildlife Conservation Report at the Ministry of Tourism indicates that in the last 26 years, Uganda has lost 80% of its total crested crane population of 35,000 birds, as per the census conducted in 1995. Nobati Nyamachi, for Kigezi Television.